Tony Greco, General Manager, Technical Policy, here for an update on the budget. The government aims to limit the deficit. They're looking at short-term measures to basically plug the revenue gap. As far as long-term sustainability issues, they're not being addressed. We don't expect the government to come out with anything that is holistic in regards to tax reform. That's what IPA has been looking for. We would much prefer a long-term solution to this sustainability issue. We're unlikely to get that. Already there's been a number of announcements leading up to the budget. We've had quite a number already. For example, the superannuation funds who earn more than 100,000 they're likely to have to pay tax going forward. There's also an announcement in relation to a cap on self-education of $2,000. The IPA does not support that measure. We'll be fighting hard to maintain the current status, but that is already one of the budget night announcements. We've also heard from the government in relation to funding the NDIS, and there's going to be a proposed increase of 0.5% on the Medicare levy, and also very recently proposed tax cuts for those earning more than 80,000 they're going to be shelved. So already we've had a number of announcements, and we expect a plethora of other tax tweaks on the night. Some of the speculation is transition to retirement. That's where people get a bit of a tax break, dipping into their super as well as salary sacrificing. We expect that to be tweaked. The Business Tax Working Group has identified some tax changes which could save the government some money, so they may look at things like accelerated depreciation and for large corporates, the thin cap rules, which may limit them as far as tax deductibility of interest costs going forward. And what we're proposing on the night too will be a plethora of other tightening in relation to rebates. We expect eligibility rules to be tightened somewhat for a lot of the existing rebates. We've already seen that, for example, healthcare or private health is now subject to income limits. We expect a lot of that on budget night. It will be an election budget, so the government will probably not go anywhere near as hard as it needs to, given that there's an election coming up in September. The IPA technical team will be participating in a lockup. We'll be working through the night to bring members an update of what will happen on budget night. Once again, IPA will be looking for measures that affect the small business sector, and that will be our focus on the night. We're hoping that there will be some goodies in there for small business, but given the tight budget framework, we're not expecting much, but anything would go a long way to restore some confidence in that sector. For all the latest information on the federal budget, visit www.publicaccountants.org.au/budget, and don't forget to subscribe to the IPA YouTube channel by clicking the subscribe button. Thank you.